Bright, strong, and overflowing with color, crayons are more than simply a tool. They're the first step in a child's creative trip. But from raw wax to the rainbow in your hands, how do they transform? Stay around and learn the amazing method behind these little magic sticks. Before a crayon finds your hand, it starts with an idea, a vision of vivid, exact hues that might inspire creativity. Perfect for artists of all ages, factories create each crayon to strike a mix between durability, color richness, and simplicity of use. But crayons are precisely designed things, not merely tools. Their form, scale, and even pressure resistance are all deliberately planned. Strong enough for vigorous hands, crayons must also be soft enough to produce striking marks on paper. Remember the colors as well. Every hue is painstakingly created, tested, and polished to guarantee consistency and brilliance satisfies the criteria. Beginning long before the first batch is ever created, it is a delicate mix of art and science. Paraffin wax, a byproduct of petroleum processing, is found in every crayon. Delivered in big, solid blocks, this wax forms the core of the crayon. Wax by itself, though, does not produce the magic. Factories create an infinite range of colors by adding premium pigments derived from all around the globe. These colors are chosen not only for their brightness, but also for their environmental compliance and safety qualities. Carefully tested natural materials, synthetic colors, and even organic plant-based pigments are guaranteed to satisfy high, non-toxic criteria. Every pigment is tested extensively to ensure it is long-lasting on paper and safe for young children. The end product is a brilliant, long-lasting crayon that is completely safe for artistic brains to explore. The melting tanks start the change. Heated to over 190 degrees Fahrenheit, the solid paraffin wax becomes a clear liquid foundation. This stage calls for accuracy. Too much heat will cause the wax to melt, and too little will cause it to not mix evenly with the colors. Control of the temperature during this period is not only for consistency, but also for economy. Specialized tools used in factories automatically monitor and control the heat to guarantee the wax stays at the right viscosity. This stage additionally filters the liquid wax to eliminate any residues or contaminants, therefore ensuring a pure and smooth finished product. This meticulous preparation creates the basis for dependable, easily used crayons for exact coloring. It's time now to include color. Pushed into the molten wax, fine colors create an amazing sight when the two mix. Big mixers guarantee equal distribution of the colors, therefore generating a smooth and vivid output. The mixing process is all about consistency and accuracy, rather than only combining. Every batch of melted wax and pigment is weighed down to the gram, therefore guaranteeing that every crayon has the same color strength, working non-stop to break down the pigment particles and uniformly suspend them in the wax. Certain crayons that call for special formula, such as metallic or glitter kinds, in which case extra materials are added at this point. These improvements produce crayons that not only color well, but also stand out with distinctive effects. Manufacturers include strengthening chemicals like kaolin clay to make crayons strong enough for energetic small hands. This stage guarantees that the crayons glide effortlessly across the paper and do not shatter readily. The selection of strengthening agents is precisely tuned to preserve the balance of firmness and usability of the crayon. For example, kaolin clay supports a smooth, constant texture in addition to strengthening the construction. The sort of crayon being made determines the exact wax-to-clay ratio. Softer for creative use, harder for school environments. Manufacturers additionally evaluate the mixture's hardness and malleability during this process to guarantee it satisfies the required standards, therefore avoiding crumbling or breaking under pressure. Shape the crayons after the mixture is ready by pouring the vivid liquid wax into molds, each containing hundreds of crayon cavities. Cold water flows rapidly around the molds, chilling the wax and solidifying it into crayons within a few minutes. Engineering wonders abound in the molding process. Every mold is made from premium materials meant to resist frequent use and significant temperature fluctuations. With molds exactly set to make crayons of consistent size and shape, factories can generate thousands of crayons per minute. Here, the cooling system is quite important, since circulating water guarantees the crayons solidify uniformly, therefore preventing warping or air bubbles and accelerating the process. This stage ensures every crayon's structural integrity. Once set, the crayons are gently removed from their molds. A hydraulic mechanism guarantees the smooth, perfect shape of each crayon by applying just enough pressure to release them without damaging them. Then they start on a quality check. Every crayon is closely examined during inspection for flaws such as surface flebs, inconsistent coloring, or cracks. Here, human knowledge meets automation. Personnel provide a last layer of assurance by hand sample inspection, while modern cameras and sensors spot defects in seconds. Defective crayons are gathered, remelted, and recycled back into use, therefore lowering waste and preserving sustainability throughout the process. This dual inspection technique guarantees only the best crayons travel forward to packaging. The crayons are then adorned in their trademark labels. These labels have a practical utility as well as a beautiful one, since they give more strength and help stop the crayons from breaking during use. The wrapping operation moves precisely and quickly. For traceability, labels are pre-printed, including batch codes, brand logos, and color names. Every label is cut to exactly surround the crayon, guaranteeing complete covering free from gaps or overlap. Perfectly accurate application of adhesives helps to maintain label security. With foil accents or different patterns, the labels for premium or specialty crayons, like metallic or perfumed varieties, are meant to indicate their distinctive qualities. Automated sensors guarantee every label is aligned and securely adhered throughout this procedure. The crayons are ready for packaging after their labels are firmly in place. This is the color-based grouping of the crayons into clean, consistent sets that anybody who has ever opened a box of crayons will be immediately familiar with. Precision robots drive the sorting process. Because crayons are set in color gradients, every box has a constant set of tones, ranging from vivid reds to peaceful blues. Larger packs, such as the traditional 64 box, provide extra sections to contain specialized crayons, including metallics or pastels. The crayons are loaded into their distinctive cardboard boxes, which are specialty made to guard them throughout transit and provide simple usability after sorting. Before being sealed and delivered to the packaging process, every box is lastly weighed and examined to verify it has the right count of crayons. Every stage in the crayon manufacturing process starts with safety. Since crayons are meant for youngsters, they have to satisfy the highest criteria of non-toxicity and environmental safety. Every component, from paraffin wax to colors, goes under extensive testing to meet safety criteria. This covers making sure crayons are free of dangerous substances like phthalates or lead. Factories also replicate actual use testing crayons for pressure resistance and even inadvertent eating. Sustainability is becoming more and more important with safety. Defective crayons and extra wax from molding are gathered, melted, and brought back into use in the manufacturing process. Many manufacturers also choose environmentally friendly packaging materials to minimize their impact on the surroundings while nonetheless producing a consistent good. It's time for their trip to start. The crayons are packed and ready. From manufacturers to homes, schools, and art studios, crayons travel the globe to provide color wherever. There is a logistical wonder about the distribution process. Modern tracking technologies help factories to effectively arrange and distribute shipments. Climate-controlled warehouses keep crayons to preserve their quality, particularly in areas with high temperatures. From there, they are loaded onto ships, trucks, or aircraft headed for stores and colleges all around. Every site has particular needs, hence, special attention is taken to satisfy them. This guarantees a continuous supply of crayons in different pack sizes, from tiny sets for personal use to bulk packs for educational institutions. Thanks to exact planning and distribution networks, a fresh box of crayons is always within reach, ready to spark creativity wherever it lands. From its modest origins, crayon manufacture has evolved a great distance. Technological and design innovations have stretched the possibilities of crayons, transforming them into tools as fascinating as they are useful. Modern manufacturers create millions of crayons per day using cutting-edge robotics to improve accuracy and productivity. For consumers of all ages, innovations include glitter-infused crayons, metallic finishes, and scented variations that provide an extra degree of imagination. Advances in crayon formulations produce even washable crayons meant to simplify cleanup. Customizable alternatives have also been available so that people and businesses may produce crayons in certain colors, shapes, or even branded patterns. These developments not only vary in crayon products, but also improve their function as flexible tools for play, creativity, and education. Through continual innovation, crayons remain relevant and exciting, proving that even the simplest tools can evolve to meet the changing needs of the world. Crayons are a tool that transforms blank pages into vivid expressions of imagination, not only a product. For young toddlers, crayons are the first exposure to art and self-expression. Through visual form, they translate thoughts into visual form, therefore supporting cognitive development, hand-eye coordination, and motor skills development. Crayons find application in classrooms for courses in color theory, narrative, and even emotional expressiveness. For experienced artists who employ their rich, layered textures to produce breathtaking works of art, crayons remain a beloved tool beyond childhood. They also have a particular position in family life and help to create bonding events at home during group coloring projects. From igniting a child's first creative spark to supporting professional artistic ambitions, crayons have a great influence that cuts beyond age and culture and shows that their power is in the hands that use them. The journey of a crayon is a mix of craftsmanship, invention, and purpose, from raw paraffin wax to a rainbow of vivid hues. These little gadgets have passed through well-crafted procedures to inspire right at your hand. But the influence of a crayon goes beyond its manufacture. It's in the smiles of kids proudly exhibiting their artwork, the imaginative worlds created on paper, and the memories families and classes carry. Drawing with crayons reminds us that inspiration for innumerable stories, dreams, and connections comes from even the most basic materials having great power. So, consider its incredible journey the next time you grab a crayon. It represents creativity, connection, and limitless potential, rather than only a stick of color. We appreciate you traveling this vibrant road with us. Remember to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more behind-the-scenes tales of daily wonders. Till next time.